Hey, what is up, everybody? Jason here. Hopefully everything's running okay. I see we've already got some activity in the chat. Eric's there. Excellent. Thanks for modding as always. Today we are going to be working on the Museum of Nature. I actually haven't updated this model in quite a while. I made a few videos before we left for the summer. And since we got back, we've kind of been distracted with other things. But we're getting back into it because in like 3 weeks, there's a show in Toronto called Bricks in the Six. And we plan to have it mostly finished by then. Well, hopefully, ideally, completely finished by then. But, you know, I could see maybe a few little things, little details that maybe won't get done by then. But anyway, today we're working on the West Wing, which might not look much different from the last time I had a live stream. But actually quite a bit has gone into the interior of this, which we will discuss in a second. Bill is in the chat. Excellent. Lego Man. Brian the Brick. Cool. Eric, as always. Excellent. So basically today I'm going to be building up the walls, maybe hopefully up to the top of level 3. Because finally we have all the interior done. Crystal has been working hard the last week or so finishing up the interiors, which was pretty much the thing we were waiting for before finishing the exterior of the building. And she put these little vignettes in each of the corners. So in this side, we're going to have the fossil gallery here. So we thought we'd put some dinosaur themed displays in the corners, and these all move. You can see the pterodactyl moves up and down, and there's this little brontosaurus in the corner which moves its head back and forth. Actually, the whole thing goes back and forth, but you know, as if it's like chomping on the leaves in the tall tree. And I have routed the mechanics. Everything in this museum, there will be 5 animated scenes on the inside, and they'll all be driven by a single motor in the center. So we have this drive axle that runs all the way through, and it will connect. Basically, when I slot all the parts of the museum together, it'll mesh with an axle here as well to connect to the main drive motor. Okay, so that's basically the overview. So yeah, today we're just going to be building up the walls. I have parts of it already built. In fact, this used to be here, but we took it off so that we could more easily access the interior. And basically I'll have to put that back in there, and then the upper 2 floors, I have a prototype. This is my like reference prototype for the design of the upper 2 stories. We'll go on top like so. So hopefully we can make some good progress on this today. Joachim, love your videos. Have you been working as a Lego designer? Well, fan designer, I suppose. Bill, I finished the caramel catapult. Excellent. Oh, could only find Haribo Momes. Mayomes. Whatever that is. Some kind of candy I'm sure you can only find in Denmark. So I have to do adjustments to the plunger and feeder as they are thinner and wider, but it works now. Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so I got a bunch of bricks. Oh, I need a brick separator, because I actually do want to rebuild very small parts of this to make it a little more robust. And of course, even though I brought lots of parts out, I'm sure I'm going to have to dip in to get more. So above the side entrance here, I noticed this could use just a little bit shoring up, so I'm going to put some longer bricks in the back, across the back. Like this just kind of falls out pretty easily. Although when it's all together, there will be an entranceway underneath there, but the problem is it will be transported in pieces, so you do want it to be robust when it's taken apart as well. So I think if I just put some bricks back here, it will be solid. Okay, then we're going to try and slot this. I think this is actually pretty much done the way we want it to. But it might require some finesse to get it back in. I do recall it was a bit traumatic when I took it out. Okay, there we go. And hopefully when I compress it all back together, nothing explodes. Bishan Chandra, hello. Eric, coming down to the wire but looking great. Did you ever get the baby dinosaur rescue center set? Oh, I actually got it last week. No, I did not actually. In the end, we decided that we didn't need the baby dinosaurs. Although it's still a cool set. So I might get it at some point still. Okay, excellent. Okay, that's good. I also noticed that on the interior, I was originally thinking we would put the lights on the inside on this level, but I think we're going to raise them one level higher. So I added a bunch of like supports sticking out on this level, which are not really required anymore because we'll move them up. So I'm actually just gonna take those out so that they actually don't interfere with the lighting. I don't want any unnecessary shadows. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. I also have a whole box of parts beside me for the museum. Oh my gosh, enthusiastic banana. The real no. Oh my god, you're literally are the best person I've grown up with. Wow, cheers, thanks. It's very flattering. Thank you much for being here on YouTube. Yeah, you're welcome. I haven't actually been that active very often, very recently. I've got to get back to making some videos. It's my time has been sucked away with other things. It is prime climbing season for one thing, and the weather's just been phenomenal in September, even October. Last weekend was like ridiculously good weather. So pretty much every weekend we've been out camping and climbing. So it's hard to get stuff done. But and this weekend too, even though it's gonna be pretty chilly. But we're going out camping again. So someday we'll get a rain weekend, and then I can really start to get stuff done, maybe. Okay, but we'll just kind of clean up these a little bit. But yeah, Eric, come down to the wire. Yeah, for sure. We're definitely kind of close. Although, to be honest, the design of most of the actual building has been done for a long time. Like I basically have a plan on how to build pretty much everything except for parts of the roof. But that's just a minor detail. Mostly, the thing that's been taking the most time are the interiors. 3, 4, 1. Which we're finally starting to make some really good progress on. And once the interiors are done, it's just a matter of putting pieces together, hopefully. Okay, that's that done. Camden McFarland, what's the full project? This is the Canadian Museum of Nature, which is in Ottawa, which is where we live. Shank is from Belgium. Hey, welcome. Brian the Bricker, streaming on Twitch also? No. No. I'm old. I don't do that. No, actually, I do have a Twitch account. In fact, I think I did stream once on Twitch. But there's only so many social media platforms I can deal with at once. And it seems like... actually, I'm just going to replace these. Twitch would just be one more thing that I need to... that would vie for my attention. And I guess I could simul-stream to Twitch and YouTube. But, again, it's just one more thing to manage. So I have not really done it. Matthew, hello from Beacon Hill. Oh, geez. Welcome. Yeah, you do. I have you followed just in case, Eric. Yeah, I don't think I've even looked at that Twitch account in a long time. Okay, I'm also gonna get rid of this overhang a little bit more than it needs to be. What is this? This is a 2x12. So we need a 2x10, but I probably don't have a lot of 2x10s kicking around, so we'll just do 2x6 and a 2x4. That should be sufficient. If I can get this off. Excellent. And then we'll do the same. Just gotta make sure I line everything up the right way. It's always dangerous to take things apart if you do not remember how they go back together. We'll just leave it 1x6 in there. Okay, I think that's about it for redoing that layer. Oh, my stream is complaining a little bit. Hopefully we don't have streaming issues again. Well, we'll see if that works itself out. Oh, Indian Lego fan is back. Brian the Brick, I've also followed you on Twitch. Too. Also, many people do multi-streams on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna put some towers on. Eric, it did pause for a bit, but came right back. Yeah. But we'll do one level of tower at a time. So I'm just gonna pop this off. And we'll just sit the tower on like so. Then we'll take a look at my prototype. Actually, I guess we'll do the center one first. And we will get some bricks. Okay, what do we got going on here? So now comes the long part of building up. Just got to actually get some volume in here. A lot of repetitive building, which is fine. It actually goes by pretty quick, or it's very therapeutic. Once you know what you're doing, then you can just put the pieces together. It's actually pretty nice, which is why people love building with Lego, I'm guessing. So right now I'm just doing a mix of these masonry bricks and regular bricks to try and get some texture on the walls. And then we're gonna have that like so. We're gonna tie that in with some more masonry bricks. And then we put some bricks with studs on the side so I can add, or I can continue the buttresses on the side that run up the side of the building, because they are a critical part of everything holding back together. Oh, the Kiwo 60, hello from Germany. Welcome back. Actually, of course, a lot of this will be repeated throughout the entire thing. So actually, I might as well just, while I'm doing this particular part, we will just do the whole thing. Yeah, which way? Oh, I think I did those the opposite way. Not that it matters. Oh no, that's fine. That's good. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, that is the opposite way. Not that it really matters, but when you're when you got a system down, it helps to just do everything the same. That way, you know that it's going to look good. Dave Hedges, the museum. Yes, the museum is coming along. Slowly, but we got to get back at it because we're getting down to the wire, as Eric mentioned. Wow, even though there's still 3 weeks to the show, time flies. There's all kinds of other things I still need to do on this add the lighting, which I think actually today, I think the rest of the pieces for the lighting will arrive. Then maybe next week we'll start doing some lighting. I might do some of the lighting on stream too, just so that people can see kind of how it works. It's all just going to be DIY lighting. Oh, Meat Man, hello from Denmark. PP4E, is this an official model? No, this is not an official model. 100% custom. Stream's complaining again. Oh, man. DZ Studios in the house. Dave Hedges, I went to the museum in the UK last weekend, and they have a Lego model of the museum in the museum. Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually not that uncommon. In fact, Bruno did the Museum of History in Ottawa. And it was... Oh, I need some barbecue plates. It was on display in the museum over the summer. Sadly, since we were gone, I didn't actually get a chance to go look at it. But by all reports, it was a phenomenal model. It will also be at Bricks in the Six. With any luck, this will also be in the Museum of Nature at some point as well. Although nothing has actually been finalized in that regard. But we'll see. Hopefully in the future that would happen. What would this model cost as an official set? Oh man. A lot of money. Probably like $2,000. I would guess somewhere around there. Okay. I need to find some more pieces. One by 4 masonry bricks. Yeah, I would guess there's probably going to be around 20,000 pieces in this model when it's completed. Actually, I'll just go this way. And then on the edges here, we do have to do some shenanigans so we can tie into the towers on the corners. Is there going to be a ghost in the West Wing? There are currently no plans for a ghost in the West Wing. Though there are definitely a lot of like fossilized dinosaur bones, so you could imagine that there's probably some ghosts of deceased dinosaurs floating around. Eric, are you still using up random tea bags, or do you know what it is today? Yeah, I think we've gone through most of the random tea bags left over from the summer. This is Bengal Spice. We call it tiger tea because there's a tiger on the box, but okay, and just got some 1x1s in there. And hopefully, I guess my biggest concern for the museum up until now is that we do not run out of pieces. Because we're starting to get a little tight on ordering pieces from Bricklink and such. I meant to make a whole bunch of orders in September, actually, and even from Pick-a-Brick Online, but it actually just didn't work out. One by one. So unfortunately, standard shipping on Pick-a-Brick actually takes about a month to get here, so I do not think we will get any of those pieces. Okay, that's good. And soon I'll get the windows to plop in here. In fact, I'm gonna go do that now. I gotta go find them though. Hopefully, we actually pre-built enough of these. So the window frames, we went on a mad rush of just putting windows together at some point in the spring, and hopefully we made enough. Those are all the doubles. I need a couple singles. In fact, I will. I do have a few here. Oh, Zachary Douglas is in the house. Hello from Pennsylvania. Welcome back to the very exciting stream of stacking bricks together. But this is what we love to do. Stacking bricks together and looking for bricks. These are our two favorite things to do in the world of Lego. I know I'm gonna need to build a few more of these. Okay, where's my other tower? I might as well stick this in there too. If you look closely, you'll see there is a gap between the edge of the tower and the edge of the wall butting up against it. And we have a little tricky SNOT section that slots in there, which we will put in. Actually, I'll build up the wall first a little bit more. I think. I do believe I need to put that 2 plates. Yeah. It's actually exactly 6 studs high, which makes it easy to build things on their side as well. So we got 6 studs high, which also means it's, what is that? 2 studs is 5 plates, so 15 plates high, which is 5 bricks. Ish. What am I looking for? I'm looking for 1 by 1 plates. I already took them out. Oh, our Hamburg is in the house. Excellent. Hope everything is going okay. I'm actually using just old light gray 1 by 1s in the inside here, because it doesn't really matter what color those ones are. Okay. And then we should have 1 brick and 1 plate. Excellent. Okay, but this gap here between the wall and the corner, Misla, I've missed most of the build videos on the museum. Is there, or is there going to be, any of your kinetic flare mechanisms in it? Yeah. Yeah, there will be 5 animated scenes on the inside. They're all going to be very simple, but yeah, in this side we have pterodactyl that goes up and down, and a dinosaur that moves its head from side to side. For entertainment, I suddenly can't remember if you always had a beard or not. Depends how lazy I've been. It comes and goes quite often. In the summer I had a pretty big beard because I was too lazy to shave it. Okay, let's see if I remember how I actually built this thing. So there's actually a 1 by 6 plate. To get all the spacing right, it's like half a plate. So what I end up doing is I'm putting these headlight bricks with a plate on the front of them, and then I also put a 1 by 6 on the back to keep it all strengthened up. And then I believe we get some cheese slopes. Like so, and then we put the bottom of the headlight bricks along the wall, and that fits in perfectly and fills that gap. Excellent. So these vertical cheese slopes, the tops of them mesh perfectly with these cheese slopes, which are also oriented vertically or like on their side. Oh, chemist, happy to see more progress on this. Yeah. Did I already say that? I don't know. Eric, it's always the ish that causes so many problems in Lego. Yeah, you just, you do the best you can. Try and get everything to line up. And then for the top row, oh, interesting. I think I might, what does that look like? Yeah, we'll just do a mix of flat brick. But actually, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. To build up some of these walls. And yeah, when doing more of these flat sections, it's just a matter of trying to, yeah, see, I don't actually like the way that is, so I'm going to change that a little bit. Just try and make it look somewhat, not necessarily random, but I guess kind of random. Just to make it look good, so it's got some kind of nice aesthetic. Excellent. It's coming together. Vlad Georgescu, greetings from Romania. Could you please describe a little bit about this project? I didn't quite catch that from the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, I will do that. Brian the Brick, what do you think about the new botanical garden? I really like it. Yeah, it looks amazing, actually. I do really like it. It is a bit pricey, just in general. I mean, obviously, it's good value, I think, for the parts that are in it. But it's just an expensive set, just like many other more recent sets. So yeah, I doubt I'll pick it up. I have the Friends one, although I never actually built it yet. Happy Friday. Just got home from a long day at the apprenticeship. Oh. Zachary Douglas, question, what is planned for this model? Was it a commissioned piece for public display? Chemist, are you in prototyping phase of this floor or just building a mirrored side? Okay, I guess this is like a passion project to answer a few of these questions. Our local, for anybody that doesn't know the story behind this model. So for one thing, it is the Museum of Nature, located in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And our local Lego group basically had this idea to build some Ottawa landmarks, as a club, whoever wanted to participate, build some Ottawa landmarks. And Chris and I thought that was a great idea. So we decided we would build the Museum of Nature. And it's just a project for fun, basically, to give everybody something to do. And Chris and I really enjoy the Museum of Nature. It's a really awesome museum. So we decided to do that. And basically that's what it is, how it came to be. So yeah, it's not a commissioned piece Now, hopefully at some point we can get this put on display in the museum. One reason we like the Museum of Nature so much is that they hold this Nature Nocturne event a few times a year, Friday nights. And as a club, the Lego Club often participates in it. So we get to go and display some Lego and have some fun. So we will definitely bring this model to one of those events whenever the next one's happening, which probably might not happen till next spring. So at the very least, we'll bring it to display at one of those events. We will also be bringing it to Toronto in a few weeks to display along with many of the other Ottawa landmarks that people in the club are making. Okay, I'm actually going to put a Technic brick there. This is where this side will interface with the rest of the museum. So I just left a few little Technic holes. I'll just put some pins or axles in there. Just so that obviously this flexes a little bit. When we put the other section, when we put it against the middle section, we'll probably have some guide pins sticking out at the appropriate location, so it just kind of locks everything in place. Not that I'm concerned about stability or anything. I think it will be pretty strong. Oh, and I also think I already messed up. Right, I need to. This is what happens when I don't pay much attention. I've already. For the buttresses, I need another brick with studs on the side on the upper section. So instead of that, we need to put one of those. Which is not that big a deal to swap out. Brian the Brick, you should bring the Friends Botanical Garden on stream. Yeah, I should. I do have a bit of a backlog of sets to build. I guess that would have been a topical subject for today's stream, but okay, excellent. And I think for the top of this, actually, I do just want to put, I think I'm just going to put masonry bricks across the entire top. That's kind of like a nice header. And then I will need some 2x6 plates, which I do believe I have a ton. Again, at some point in the past, 1x3. We bought a ton of pieces to build this, and yeah, hopefully we have enough. Are you in the prototype phase of this floor, or are you just building the mirrored side? Right. No, the other side, the east wing hasn't been completed yet either. But basically, I'm just running off this prototype of how the upper two floors look, which I built like probably a year ago. But we are basically just reproducing that. So yeah, it is running off a prototype. MX230, hello. Oh man, interesting. This brick is crazy. It's not even the same color. It's so ridiculous. I'm sure, oh yeah, you might even be able to tell on stream, but It's crazy how different that tan color is. Thankfully, it's in the back. So we'll put some 1x3s in the back there. Excellent. Okay, so then we'll put these 2x6s. So these will tie that level together nicely. Oh, and then on this level, actually, I think we will have the light mounts. So I'm actually, instead of a 2x6 there, what are those long plates that I just took off the previous level? Yeah, we'll extend this out quite a bit, because then we'll anchor the light strips to that. Okay, excellent. So we have a nice wall, 3rd floor going up there. Yeah. Chemist, I think you're missing the SNOT bricks and the Buttress in the corner too. Yeah, clearly I messed those up again. But yeah, so I just wanted to get, so this is the level. So we'll build up to this level all the way around. So yeah, we need to get these SNOT bricks in as well. Actually don't like that. Whenever possible, I try and overlap the edges of the masonry bricks just to give it. Yeah, and I think we'll just go full masonry here as well. Okay, excellent. Okay, and then on the top of this, the museum has these metal railings all the way around between each level, which is pretty interesting design aesthetic. I'm actually not sure if they serve a real architectural purpose, but they are pretty interesting. 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, and then we'll put that there. Okay, so we need, to fix this buttress too. Buttress anchor. Then here we'll need 2, 4, put a 2x6. I guess we'll need a 2x2, 2x4. One by 2. Okay, excellent. And then for these buttresses, we are going to use 2 by 1 by 4. I probably have a bag of these somewhere, but we'll just dip into the collection. Actually, I don't seem to have a lot right here, so might have to find that bag. Then we'll just put a 1 by 1 tile on the bottom of that, and we'll put a dark tan cheese slope on the top, because each of these buttress sections has like a capping of different type of rock. Lucky Jack, are you gonna build the whole exterior of the museum? I mean, of the building, yes. And then we're just going out to the sidewalks around the building. So nothing too crazy in terms of footprint. We might do some sections of the grounds, like the mammoths, which are pretty iconic, and we'll probably do those a different scale. But yeah, we'll probably make some accompanying. I think there's some other sculptures on the grounds as well, like some other dinosaurs, and then some also some like abstract sculptures as well. Okay, 1 by 1 tiles. Do I have 1 by 1 tiles? That's a good question. In 10. I have a few here. Our hammer, when you take the museum apart someday, you will have enough tan parts to build a life-size Tatooine in your backyard. Yeah. Sadly, we do have a lot of tan parts, but they don't actually go very far. Once you start building very dense, you start eating up a lot of parts in a little space. We'll just save those for the rest of that. Okay, then we will need to keep this rail going. Oh, actually, right, this rail actually goes all the way through. On the lower levels, the railings actually come out where the buttresses are, and this railing probably does too as well, but because this buttress is so thin, we're just going to extend the railing all the way across. 2, 4, 6. And then whenever, a little trick, whenever you want, because this door rail extends half a stud out, but I only have a 1 stud gap here, but I'm just gonna put a jumper plate in there. Nobody will ever notice. But I might put the jumper plate, on the end. And it doesn't overhang the exact same, but it's pretty close. And then we just need here. Another jump plate. Excellent. Okay. So that corner is pretty much done up to the 3rd floor. Very nice. Very nice indeed. What else do I need to do here? Yeah, and I think the back of this is just going to be filled in with plates. Okay, we're going to rotate. Basically, have to do the exact same thing on the front. Well, the side, I guess. DJ Lumberjack, do you ever make build instructions? Oh my gosh, have you been around this channel very long? I found the process to be overwhelming when I did my first mock. Yeah, I've made a lot of building instructions. Over the years, many, many instructions. It's actually pretty nice now with Studio is not bad for some good basic instructions. It is time consuming though, for sure. Like, it definitely takes a little bit of work. Oh no, something broke off. This is why you have everybody's critical piece of equipment. I know I just had them somewhere. There they are. Tweezers. I lost my jumper plate. Apparently I need long tweezers as well. Well, you can do it. Oh yeah, excellent. Maybe we'll just leave that piece off for now until we finish that section up. Nobody wants to lose it again. Okay, now we got that gap to fill. And actually, we're going to need to fill the gap here, here, and on the other side of this tower. So I'm just going to build up 3 of those gap fillers. Might as well do them all in a row. And then I'll have them available. So we need headlight bricks. I did see those in here somewhere. I thought, maybe not. I guess I'll just use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those 6 headlight bricks in each one. Sometimes I wish they had wider headlight bricks. It would have certainly made things a bit easier in this model. Indian Lego fan, what are your next ideas? Well, Christmas is coming around the corner. So I've actually been going through the process of updating a few models. But I think I might try and do like a skating scene of some sort with a minifig that skates on some ice. Also have some flowery kinetic sculpture that I've been working on. Mackay, I'm still bummed that they haven't made corner rail pieces. Yeah, those would also be handy. I would love outside corner rail pieces and inside corner rail pieces. But it's not like super critical. It's just kind of like a nice to have. Okay, cheese slopes. Oh, there's my bag. So I gotta make sure I put the cheese slopes on the right side of these. It goes like so. Lol, you won't find me. Which museum is this? Which museum is this? This is the Canadian Museum of Nature. A wearable Santa's hat, Brian the Brick. Oh my gosh. Any Cata news? Yeah, there's another set coming, but again, it's probably not going to be... I think we're at like one set a year kind of thing, so... It's not going to be out until... I mean, I sent them some plans for it. We'll see what they turn it into. But yeah, it probably will not be released for another like 6 months, 8 months. Whenever the Prairie Dog came out this year. Probably about the same time next year. Corner cheese slopes would be amazing too. Yeah, actually that would be pretty cool. Well, I only want one plate. Only want one plate on those. Okay. But now I need 2 plates on the next one. Okay, excellent. So now I might as well just fill this one in as well while we're here. And we actually need 4 more of those for the buttresses. Actually, we need 6 more of those. I might as well just pre-build these as well. If I had planned this a little bit better, and I tried to do this a little bit, is that, for example, with all the windows, like count all the windows and then build that many window frames, assemblies, so have them all ready to go. I tried to do it a little bit with the buttresses as well, but it's not very fun to sit down and build 60 buttresses in a row. So we usually did a few at a time, and then you do like 10 at a time. Then you move on to other things. But once you get on a roll and remember where everything's supposed to go, it actually goes by pretty quick, which is nice. Okay, and then we're gonna fill in these. Just put masonry bricks across the top. Same as on the other wall. Just English, please. Yes, thanks. Blue Bricks uses corner profile bricks on their sets. Ooh, buildings look super smooth with it. Yeah, that's one piece I'm surprised Lego never decided to produce. It seems like a no-brainer. Especially with all the other crazy pieces they've been coming out with. It would be nice if they finished some of the systems that they already have. But, you know, whatever. They clearly don't really care, which is fine. They can do what they please. Oh, actually, one thing we want to do here, I think. Actually, I'll worry about that later when we... No, actually, I'll put some in now. We are going to, again, hang the lighting off of this level. So I'm just going to put some longer plates that stick into the interior a little bit so that we can tie it together. I'm also going to... We are going to, stick. I'm going to stick a piece out here into the interior so that I have something else to build off as well. Just give me some options for hanging the lighting. You can't really see that well, but I mean, I might change that up at some point, but that'll be good for now. And then we will have our rails going all the way across. Excellent. Brian the Brick, will you get the Lego Fortnite sets? They do look kind of intriguing, actually, but probably not. Basically, the answer to the question, will you get any sets, is usually no. I'm more of a mock builder, you see. So, and I have so many pieces nowadays that mostly I just buy pieces off Bricklink and pick a brick. So I try not to buy too many sets these days. We'll see if they ever go on sale, maybe. Or have they been on sale yet? No, they just came out. There were quite a few sets on sale last week. Okay. And I actually almost bought a few, but yeah, there were some good deals. 40% off on Lego's online store. But in the end, I just thought, you know what? I don't need any more. I mean, the banana peel, whatever, peely bone, is actually like a super interesting set. Like, it's crazy kind of, if you weren't familiar with the source material, you'd be like, what the heck is going on? Brian the Brick, I want the Bright Bomber gift with purchase, but they had already run out of stock. Oh, on my local Lego store. Well, that's a shame. The Dutch Dino. I want all the 1/8 scale Technicars. That's cool. Okay, so we still have this corner to do. Are there plans to have your build in the museum? Shmi Games. No concrete ones yet. I have been in touch with some people that work there, so, you know, maybe. We'll see. The first floor is not as high as the 1 and 2. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, actually, the upper 2 floors are shorter than the lower 2 floors. Chemist, I was considering the Battle Bus set, but only for one minifig. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's hard to justify buying a whole set just for one minifig. Considering that one fig sells for like 20% of the entire price of the set. That is the problem, I guess. Okay. Ooh, that's not the right spot. Oh, I also need a couple jumper plates there to frame the windows. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, this window is missing glass, so that's not cool. I guess I need another window too, actually. And also that's missing a 1x2 plate. Clearly I did not pre-build enough windows. Yeah, the third floor is shorter. It also has shorter windows than the first two floors. Okay. Shmi Games ordered the Battle Bus, but it's on back order. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if yeah, they must be pretty popular. I guess, no? Fortnite's a popular thing. Possibly. I noticed the BTS set is was heavily discounted on the sale. That probably wasn't as popular as maybe they intended it to be. Bill, are you interested in the Mario and Yoshi set? Oh yeah, some cool mechanics going on. Yeah, absolutely I am. Actually, I'm interested in all of the mechanical sets. The Dancing Groot too. It's on my want list. I'll probably pick that up at some point. I am kind of waiting to see if it does go on sale, or maybe I will probably buy more sets over the holidays, because usually they have a lot of, you know, Christmas gift with purchases and some double VIP points. Although I missed out on the double VIP points last week. But yeah, the Mario and Yoshi, that's got to be pretty expensive too, though. But yeah, I mean, it looks super cool. Even the sorting hat has some cool mechanics in it. But I'm not that interested in the set itself, but I am interested in seeing, you know, what they've done with it in terms of mechanics. Sometimes for sets like that, I'll just look through the instructions and see how it works. The Mario and Yoshi set, like, I have no real interest in the set itself, or the subject matter. But it definitely looks cool. DJ Lumberjack, I guess why I asked about instructions is there seem to do a lot of free building on projects just based on ones I've watched. Are you looking at plans or instructions off screen before this? For this? No. No. No, we're just... Again, I'm just building off this prototype that I built. I built this, yeah, like 6 months ago, a year ago. And basically I'm just recreating this scheme for the third floor. I did not make any instructions for... I built up some of the walls digitally in Studio just to get an idea of... I kind of just placed them in space about the, you know, where they would be to get a sense of how big the museum might be. But I did not make any real instructions or anything. Okay, and this wall here, this is where our inserts go. I actually have this pre-built as well, at least one of these. So this section of the wall is removable. So this is where we will have, finally, this interior is almost done. We still got to work on the dino's tail. I got to make it a little shorter. But basically, the fossil gallery will go here. And then this wall will be removable. So when we just want to display the museum, you know, exterior only, as kind of an architectural piece, we'll just have the wall in. And then we can just pull this out and you'll be able to see the galleries that we built. We'll have the dino gallery here, and Crystal finally started working on the mammal gallery will go above this. So that is in early stages and will be hopefully finished soon. But basically this wall will just be flat. KDR, beautiful building. Thanks. It is a beautiful building. We are just recreating it in Lego. Brian the Brick, why do pick-a-brick orders take so long? I haven't ordered one yet, but the Lego website says it takes 40 plus days. Yeah, I mean, that's gone up too. Probably high demand. I mean, for standard orders anyway. For bestsellers, it's actually pretty quick. Like it only takes a few days. It's like typical, the same as regular shop at home orders. Okay, I do need another window. I'm starting to get low on windows. Found another one. Excellent. I assume it's just based on how they fulfill them and where the parts come from. Okay, I did have some buttress pieces pre-built. I thought. Did I not? Where did they go? This is the problem with pre-building stuff, is that you forget where you put it, and then it does you no good because you can't find them. And then you just decide, oh well, I'm just gonna build them again. I'm pretty sure I pre-built some stuff before we left for the summer, and I couldn't find it when we got back, so then you just end up having to build it again. Which is not all that useful. And then you find it later, and it just does nobody any good. Element Rider 101. Hey, Brian the Brick, do you have played Fortnite? I have never played Fortnite. Shoko looks very good. Very cool. Cheers, thanks. Whoa, that's not tan. What was your first video? The first video, well, I'm sure you can go and find it. The first video I ever posted, well, the first Lego video I ever posted on YouTube, I believe was the Marble Maze. Okay, we'll put that gap filler in there. Excellent. And then we have uh, 2x4s. And when did you decide to become a YouTuber? Well, I still don't really consider myself a YouTuber. I mostly just make Lego models. Obviously, there's not a ton of people watching this live stream, so I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. I'm just doing this for my own fun and entertainment and to interact with you guys. Okay, what are we doing here? Actually, we are going to change that around a little bit. Okay, so that side is coming along great. Oh, interesting. We could probably put a 1x4 across that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you falling apart? I was curious if I should have put a jumper plate in there. I think we'll be okay, but okay, we do need some 4 wide windows there. Excellent. Got some of those still built. Andrew B, I think there are regional stocks of bestsellers, yeah, but standard pieces all come from one location in Denmark. Yeah, that sounds right. They come from the factory, which I assume they're just like overwhelmed with orders because it seems quite popular. Brian the Brick, space babies ate them to grow up and become adult astronauts. Indeed. Those space babies, I tell ya. Those causing problems. They're still, oh, there they are. They're right there. Still hanging out. Actually, I ordered a couple more. Because space babies, turns out, showed up on Bricks and Pieces as well. So I ordered a couple more of each, because who doesn't want more space babies? I know I do. Okay, so again, we'll just put those straight across the top. And then here, what do we got going on? Again, when I'm placing these ones, I'm kind of just, you know, somebody asked about instructions. I'm kind of just like, yeah, just free forming it. We'll see what we get. This baby, yeah, what? You don't have all that sorted off screen? I'm shocked, yeah. Indeed. 60-ish watchers is a nice amount, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not complaining by any means in terms of viewership. I think it would be a little overwhelming if we had much more. Where are my 2x6 plates? Oh, actually, I think I only had a... No, I thought... Oh, they're right there. 2.4 million subs is something to be proud of. Yeah, absolutely. It took a long time to get there. And it comes in waves. Subs comes in waves. I haven't posted many shorts in a while either. But when I posted, subs tend to... 2, 4, 6, 8. Seem to show up when I post shorts more often. Shorts are super popular. And I would say probably 2/3 of all my subscribers have probably come from shorts. Element Rider 101. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. How do you make it look so easy? I mean, it took a long time to get here regarding that as well. Oh, there's a 2x6. I thought I had 2x8 plates somewhere too. Oh, I do. Yeah, if you watch any of my older videos, they're absolutely terrible. So, you know. You just gotta be yourself, I would say. Be genuine. Nobody wants, like, you know, fake people these days anymore. Well, I mean, it depends what demographic you're going after. If you're going after small children, then you just need to, like, you know, target the ADD crowd. But I'm a big fan of people that just, you know, they're just doing it for themselves. They're just having a good time. They're pretty chill. But of course, everybody's trying to become a YouTuber these days, so you have a lot of competition. I mean, make amazing custom Lego models. That's one way to do it. Although even in that space, there's so many people that are making cool stuff these days that it is pretty hard to stand out. Oh no, my dinosaur is hitting the tree. Oh yeah, the tree got pushed in from the wall. And my dinosaur is hitting the leaves. Always test the mechanics while you're in the process of building. So I might have to do something about that a little bit. Well, it's pretty close. I might just have to lift the tree up one stud. Yeah, so the head clears the leaves. We will worry about that later. Okay. Okay, we're back to buttresses. Andrew B, it takes years of effort to become an overnight success. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, luck is also a big part of it. You got to be lucky. You got to put some time in usually. Well, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can just go for the grind, you know. You just got to be satisfied with what you're doing, enjoy it, and just keep pumping out content, and hopefully you eventually get some success. Or you kind of get lucky. Unfortunately, getting lucky is a very difficult way to transform into long-term success, because you could have like a viral video and get a ton of subscribers, but they're not actually really interested in like your general content. They were just interested in like that one video you made. So they may have subscribed to you because they saw some cool video that you made, but they're actually not that interested in watching all of your content. So it's why these days subscribers doesn't really mean as much anymore. I've had that problem. Well, I mean, it's not really a problem, whatever. It's just subscribers. It's not a good indicator of like how popular you might actually be. On Instagram, I have like a ton of like followers, but they only followed me for like the swimming shark video or the ski hill video that I posted. 2, 4, 6. So they're actually not that interested in most of the content I post. So it doesn't really mean anything. Same with YouTube. Obviously, I got a lot of subscribers from shorts, and they're definitely not interested in watching any of my long-form content or even the live streams. Again, which is fine. They can just watch my shorts. That's cool with me. Okay, rails. More rails. Actually, I guess we'll put this rail here. And then 2 this way. Brian the Brick, I'm so glad they don't have Pick-a-Brick in my country. My house would have been filled with Lego if I could order Pick-a-Brick. I would be sitting on Lego chairs and sleeping on Lego beds. Wow, yeah. Although that stuff ain't cheap. Okay, I think we'll get... Oh, actually, I think there's one thing. Oh, yeah, these ones as well. I think I want to change these to 1 by... Again, I want some plates hanging over into the interior so we can anchor the lights too. I'll do the same on this side as well. Okay, actually, I'm going to get the lights just to see. I think that's actually pretty much it for... Oh, I've got to put a little strip of plates on the inside of the rails just so that I have a... Excuse me. Good base. And then all we have to do... There's not much left to do, actually, vertically. We just need to add that layer above. But I think we'll do that another day. I might do that off stream. But I'll get the lights and we'll see what it looks like with the lights on the inside. So yeah, there we go. That is what it's going to look like. But the lights are... I'm just going to turn this around a little bit. Lights are on the other side of the room. So I'm just going to run and get those. Actually, I was hoping more of the light parts I ordered would have been here by now, so I could kind of work on the lighting, but that'll have to wait, because right now I have this light strip kind of just like loosey-goosey on here, but there's all kinds of connectors you can buy, which I have ordered, to splice these together in different configurations, so you don't have this like crazy bowing on here. And I'm also missing an anchor there. So when the lighting is actually completed, it'll all be nice and flush with the underside. And then we'll kind of sit it on there and then have some kind of interior lit up. I think it'll be, obviously, because I have the studio lights on, it will be kind of hard to see, but in theory, yeah, interesting. I might have to actually add more lights. We'll see. That is definitely something that I will do off stream. I'll have to experiment with that. But in theory, the whole interior will be lit with, well, you can see it a bit more on the inside there. I'll have lights suspended above, and then all the interiors will be lit. And when it's kind of dark out, you'll be able to see, if you peek through the windows, you'll be able to see some of the scenery on the inside, which will be cool. Obviously you can't see it right now. Element Rider 101, I have starships from Star Wars. Oh, Eric, sometimes timing is everything as well. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of lights, what did you decide to do with the lantern? Oh, yeah, good question. Andrew B. Yeah, actually, I ordered... Well, I'll go get it. Actually, we ended up going with neither of the options we had. I ended up ordering these. Yeah, these are actually slightly different colors. I'm just gonna push this out of the way a little bit. Hopefully, nothing falls off the table. So it's funny. Technically, this. Hold on. It's the same color as this, but because these bricks have two sides, front and back, it's actually quite a bit darker. And they actually are like a slightly different shade of light blue. But because these panels only have one pane of glass on the front, they're a little more transparent. So you get more horizontal, basically, lines in this option versus this option. But I think this one does look better for the cube at the front. So I think we'll go with this one. But we still have this together. We still have the fully transparent one together. So again, we'll just wait until we're done with that and probably decide last minute which one to go with. You still have that tickle cough. Is it just the cough? Or are you getting sick? No, this is still a remnant from the cold I had like a month ago. I mean, it doesn't happen very often anymore, but every once in a while I just get a little bit of phlegm in my lungs, and top of my lungs. I've got to cough it up, clear my throat. How many bricks are in the museum right now? Great question. I don't know, 10,000? Over 10,000? There are a lot. Okay, but anyway, we did some good work today. Ooh, Dr. Random's back. Howdy. How big is that table you are using? Well, this table is 4 feet by 8 feet, so quite big. But I'm only using like... this is probably only like a quarter of it. I'm standing at the end of it. It's definitely a nicer shade of blue. Too bad about the size of them, though. Yeah, it's... although on the real museum, if you count the horizontal breaks or the panes, it's actually in between those two options. So it's actually not too bad. Okay. But I think that's going to be it for now. It's almost lunchtime for me. Oh, actually, I forgot to put the... Well, I'm not done yet. This is another problem that I often encounter, is I think I'm finished something, and then I'm just like missing complete like elements. And I look back and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to put those on. And like I would never notice when we finish the museum, we're definitely going to have to do like a once over of like every little detail to make sure we didn't actually forget about anything. Element Rider 101, I love your videos. Oh, cheers, thanks. Okay, but we're going to wrap it up. So thanks for everybody who stuck around for the building. We'll do a live stream next week as well. I'm not sure what. Maybe more work on the museum, since for the next few weeks, I think most of my efforts will be spent on the museum. But maybe we'll take a break from the museum and build something. Who knows? I do have some sets that we could build. Element Rider 101, bye. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just wrap it up. Did you two decide on what tiles you are going to use above the windows? Oh, on here. Yeah. Yeah, we have some prototypes. I think it's just going to be a random like configuration of different like 1x1 round corner tiles and stuff, just to give, because each one of these is a panel with a different animal kind of sculpted into it. But at this scale, you can't really get that. I don't think I have any of them actually completed anywhere. And actually, it's kind of funny. The ones in the back are actually just completely flat. So for the ones in the back, we'll use flat tiles. But for the other ones, we'll just do a random mix of different textured tiles. Okay, but as I said, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Thanks for Eric R. Hamburg for popping in to do some moderation. And Enthusiastic Banana, who showed up at the beginning. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next week. Oh, hopefully everybody has a good Halloween. I think Halloween will happen Thursday night. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using the candy launcher, which I just posted a video this morning, so go watch that. Even though if you were part of the live stream last week, you'd already know everything about it. Okay, anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Keep on building. And we will see you next week. Cheers.